So a few years back, I was spending Easter at my sister's house, and we were sitting outside and we were reminiscing. And she started asking me if I remembered jumping off the roof when we were growing up on Fort Bragg. And of course, I was immediately like, "Girl, I ain't jump off no roof. I'm scared of heights." But she kept talking about it. She was persistent. She was like, "You don't remember, you don't remember." And the more she talked about it, the more I remembered. And eventually she said, "Well, you remember you used to think you were a superhero." And that's what really unlocked it. And I was like, "No, I thought I was Wonder Woman." And we were jumping off the sheds that were attached to the back of the apartments on Post. And on Fort Bragg, I remember that's when I started remembering. We used to climb the trees and jump out of them and everything. And that got me to thinking, so at what point did I become afraid? Right? Because I'm actively afraid of heights now. At what point did I become afraid? At what point did fear start dominating my life? I just got my license. I just learned how to drive and got my license just last year, right before I turned 50. I mean, I was more than willing. I was so afraid to learn how to drive. I was more than willing to wait until the cows came home, had dinner, and went to bed before I got behind the wheel. But I was encouraged by some really good friends and coworkers, and I was finally able to cross that off my list. We have to be encouraged to release fear and not be dominated by fear. Fear is a learned behavior. We learn that over the course of our life. But we have to be able to release it. I definitely want to get back to being that fearless kid who wasn't afraid to jump off the top of a shed or to climb a tree and dive out of it. I'm surprised we ain't get hurt. But and to just launch yourself out of a tree. I want to get back to that level of fearlessness. I deserve that, don't you?